Yo, this is part 2 of PhilGoodFacts, and the question is, why are so many relationships based on lies? I believe, from my point of view, it's based on lies because they're based on fears that people have. Most of the times people lie because they can't stand the thought of having to give something up in a relationship. So when you are with somebody and there's a compromise that has to be made, usually the compromise is so big that you feel like you might lose a piece of yourself if you don't lie to get out of it. Whatever it may be, even going back as far as talking about people's past. Sometimes the fear of judgment arises. Sometimes the fear of resentment arises, and people don't want that on their conscience. So to get out of it, they'll lie because they believe that if it doesn't come up again in the relationship, or rather they believe it won't come up again in a relationship, even better on their side. But it's basically like a constant fear of dragging along what has been. People are afraid to let go of a lot of notions that they want to carry into their next relationship. So to not be the person that is always bringing the dark clouds and all this other bad stuff to the relationship, because you have been through a lot in your past relationships, then you just lie basically to smooth a lot of it over. People lie because they don't want to own up to who they are. People lie because they're hiding from themselves. People lie because they don't want to be they don't want the mask to be taken off within the relationship. So a lot of relationships are based on half truths and whole lies because of people's fears of actually being in a relationship and what it takes to take the relationship from point A to point B. Because when you are in a relationship, there's a lot of veils that have to be lifted off, and you got to get to the nitty-gritty of it. And if you're lying, then to me, your relationship will never be where you want it to be, just because you're always lying. So my advice would be, just be fully transparent in your relationship, and you won't need to do that. Like, just know that it doesn't matter what has happened. It only matters where you are right now with your own significant other, and where y'all could go. And if y'all gonna keep lying to each other, then it's not gonna be good. So to get you to a point where you don't have to do that, just believe that none of that stuff matters, and the only thing that matters is your actual relationship and what you can do now to make it better. Not only the relationship, but make yourself better too. And stop lying. That's all I'm saying.